Welcome back. Last time I set up my trunk-mounted fuel cell. Now that the car has fuel, I'll be starting the car for the first time since the rebuild. First, the car and the garage were filthy, so I put some wheels on, dropped the car down, and backed the car out. This allowed me to do some much-needed cleanup. With a fresh garage, I pulled the car back in and began some sanity checks. So I have no catch can connected, but I do have both the vacuum ports capped off. This one right here, which is a big one, and this little hose, which I was running the catch can off. Those are both capped. This is just venting right now, which should be okay as long as it doesn't build up any excess pressure. Obviously it won't, it's not connected. I'm not worried about that. I have my air filter on. It's not perfect, I need to find a better solution just to fasten this, but it's good as is now. I'm just, as long as I don't run it without an air filter on it. MAF is plugged in. We haven't got any fuel leaks. Really, I'm okay with something that'll just prevent it from starting, or, you know, will be a minor nuisance, as long as it doesn't cause any damage. So like, all the coils are plugged in. No belt to the motor. So I'm going to be running it just for a few seconds. I did fill the coolant. I have not bled it yet, but there is coolant in the radiator at least, perhaps not the engine block. So I'm only going to run it for a few moments, but I don't want to mistake a bad noise from perhaps the power steering pump, alternator, or water pump as an engine issue. So I just want to make sure that's all set and good before I put the belt on and run it for a longer period of time. There's oil in it. That's an important thing. It's all topped off. I have that break-in additive added. I have a little leak from the timing cover, but nothing that should affect anything. So, you know, I think I'm pretty much good to go. That's not in a vacuum leak or anything. I think it's time to just crank it and see what happens. Got my fire extinguisher handy just in case, you never know. We'll just go for it, I guess. Well, I got my dash plugged in. I'm going to be looking at the oil pressure light, which is that top right red one. Hopefully that goes out if it does start. I got my throttle pedal right here in case I want to add some throttle. I want to be able to look at this stuff from right here and then fiddle with the engines, check it if I have to check anything, but I'm planning on only letting it run for a couple of moments anyways. Okay, I guess we'll just let's do it. First try! Fired right up. Wow. Of course, my first instinct was to take a video on my phone to send to my friends and not check for leaks. I did start it up again and do a more thorough check, and everything looked good. Some of the valve train noise did go away too, and I'm not sure what that noise was when I shut it down the first time, but it's no longer an issue. This is a big milestone in the project, and it helps keep the motivation to power through the rest of it. There's still brakes, roll cage, and suspension to name a few. So, as always, thanks for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe.